don't think I'm ever gonna find it not funny to get a KO from a random targeting. Yeah, sure, let's go. Oh, excuse me. Sure, let's do 1-3. Yep, we're not going down there. That was a dirty trick. Well, let's fuck some shit up. Well, that was a fucking waste. first game, first win. Oh. Not that there's anybody here to see it, but alright. Celebrations all around, I guess. Nah. Got a KO. Ah, funny shit.
Squeak B.
Hello, B!
Wow.
What's up, B? What's wow? Oh, double KO. Cool.
Squeak B. Said. Here I was thinking I was the only one avoiding sleep.
I'm surprised I've managed to do, anything today, because by the time I got something to eat and fucked about and this and that, I didn't get to bed until, like, 6? And then I was up at, like, 10 in order to get shit done before work.
Squeak B. Said. I may have slept all day. One of those moods, you know.
Yeah, I know the feeling, obviously. Today was weird, too.
Squeak B. Said. What happened today?
Let's see here. Work was a shit show. Somebody fucked up the sorting today, so I got a bunch of packages that I wasn't supposed to have, and of course I went and delivered them anyway. But it basically said that I had, like, by the end of the day not completed, I don't know, 20 deliveries. And I actually got a call from headquarters And they're like, are you okay? Is there a problem? Like, there's a lot of shit you haven't done. I'm like, yeah, because I can't. I literally don't have the packages to deliver. So after we got the confusion resolved, it was all good, but... Damn it.
Squeak big. Set. Dag. Squeak big. Set. One hiccup really trickles down into chaos.
Well, yeah. And, before I got the call about, like, you know, hey, what's going on? Well, that was close. The kind of, like, sub-district I was in, because it was, like, at the end of the day after I, like, fucked about, you know, getting the stops and going, oh, I don't have this, and I don't have that, and I don't have this. It was late, right? So I was out there delivering packages between like 9 and 10 at night. Which a lot of people are asleep, so... Or they might be anyway. You know, some people got kids, they don't want their kids woken up. So if a house seems like relatively dark... The places out there are a bit more spread out. It's a lot harder for somebody to go and, like, you know, raid somebody's porch. So I just leave the package and I don't, you know, say anything because I don't want to wake anybody up. So I go up to this one house and it's like, you know, I go and I set the package down. As I'm, you know, going back to my van, I hear footsteps, and this dude comes around the corner by, like, one of his vehicles, and there's this moment of, like, who the fuck? And I'm like, I'm with UPS, and he goes, oh, okay, okay, man, you gotta call out or something, you're about ready to get your ass beat. And I was like, yeah, I know, so I explained the situation to him, and he goes like, oh no, I get it. So, that was kind of interesting.
Squeak big. Said. Jesus.
I mean, if you have, like, people hanging out. Also, I didn't actually go up to where his, you know, he told me, like, you know, you left the packet, even, like, I guess basically his back door faces the street, and the front door of the house faces away from the street. So he was like, yeah, man, this is the front door's over here. I was like, I'm sorry, you know, I'm not just a seasonal guy, like, this is not my route. You know, I didn't know. And I get it, like, you know, if I'm hanging out in the middle of the night, I just hear somebody creeping around what, well, I would consider my back door, I would be a little bit, you know, concerned as well, especially with how crazy shit can get out here. And how, temperamental some people have been over politics. So, like, I get it.
Squeak big. Said. People thinking you Bigfoot.
Well, with my acid green hoodie, you'd think they'd be, you know, getting ready for the Grinch. Ugh, water level. And then before work, let's see here. I went to the store, and some apartments near the store were on fire, so I got to see just like, you know, a bunch of cars parked on the side of the street while they cleared people out to try and put the fire out. And, before that, I had gone to the post office and fucking...
Squeak said, "What the hell is happening down there?"
Whoa, that was close.
Said, "Callie is just determined to destroy itself." Damn it. Whew, that was close. And while I was at the post office, or on my way to the post office, by the overpass, I saw like a bunch of people all clustered together, and some people are stopping and asking like, hey, do you need help? Do you need this or that? Well, I guess this guy has he had lost his kid recently, so he was gonna try and kill himself by jumping off the overpass. Squeaky said, "Oh no."
That was close.
Squeaky said, "That's horrible." Squeaky said, "Is he okay?"
I guess he was fine, like, somebody stopped him, and... Man, this is getting stupid. Woo! That was a close one. That was an intense match. I guess somebody stopped him and they sent
Squeaky said, "Woo." Squeaky said,
GG.
Yeah, I guess somebody stopped him and
Sweet.
they called 911.
Said. Way to be a true wiener.
Oh, the grand hot dog. Shit, there's 2 matches, 2 wins. Technically, thus far, my win ratio for the night is 100%.
Squeak B. Said. Don't jinx it.
Yeah, alright. But yeah, I guess they called 911 and they sent an ambulance and the cops to make sure that he was okay and to check on everything. But it was one of those things where it's like, you know, they talked him down from doing that. Other than that, like...
Squeak B. Said. I remember watching the Sandy Hook Massacre and it happened right before Christmas. Squeak B. Said. Shit like that is so heartbreaking. Squeak B. Said. Parents losing their kids.
Yeah, they didn't, like, I don't know how he lost his kid, what the situation was. Let's do 1-3, 'cause I don't want to do 1-2 back to back.
Squeak B. Said.
Curse my fat
I am
fingers.
stopped him and I hope he can get some consoling and help.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not risking it. I should have kicked it the other way. Oh well, my dumb.
Squeak B. Said. So I decided to not give up on Morrowind.
Yeah. You gonna get some mods, or you gonna just like tough it out, or change your build, or what?
Squeak B. Said. Tough it out, I don't think my build is that bad, they all work together pretty well. Squeakbee said, mods I don't know, Steam doesn't give easy mod access to Morrowind, I have to do a third-party thing and I am just too lazy.
So you'd have to do mods the old-fashioned way. Jeez, Bowser, chill!
Squeakbee said, by all means I should be able to play the game as is. Squeakbee said, I just gotten not be a lil bitch. Squeakbee said, and be spoiled out from Skyrim. Squeakbee said, which I still hope you play at some point.
Maybe. I mean, I know it's better, and I'm not necessarily, like, against it. Fuck.
Squeakbee said, did Morrowind just fuck you up that bad?
No, I mean, like, it's basically just any open world game I've played, but to be fair, a lot of them have been Bethesda games. They all ended up being the same thing. Like, that's the problem I ran into with fucking Fallout 3. I try to make a certain build, I try to go off and do my own thing and have fun, and it's like, no, unless you're going with, you know, one of these set types, or following the storyline for however long, you're fucked.
Okay.
But, I mean, I know they have improved, like...
Squeakbee said, then what about Breath of the Wild?
I was gonna say, the one that I'm really, if I'm gonna get into open world games again, I think I'm gonna go for that. Damn it all. That'll do. That'll get the job done.
Squeakbee said, yes, Skyrim, there is not stat choosing at the beginning, you literally just start a 0 for everything and what you use the most just levels up the fastest.
That's good. And, like, Fallout 4 was, like... I still wasn't in love with it, but it was a lot better than, well, than many of the other open world games I'd played. I still had issues with it. Trying to figure out, like... where to go, you know, if I'm going into a fight that is just, like, you know, way too much for me or not. Trying to manage my resources. There were some things that still irked me, but I liked it a lot more. But I know Breath of the Wild has a very different gameplay system, or style.
Squeak said, "What does it mean for Microsoft to own Bethesda now? Like, what changes are we gonna see?"
Well, I would say probably first and foremost, you're gonna see better optimization. I mean, that was one of the big issues with Bethesda, was they were running on an antiquated engine that was great at building a world. Like, they had good artistic vision, they had poor execution of code.
Squeak said, "Oop asterisk."
Like, I never really played Oblivion. I never played Oblivion. But I had a lot of friends who did, and they were talking about how much they loved it, but man, it ran like garbage. And, one of my buddies, he found a mod for it.
Squeak said, "I just think of the shit show when Microsoft bought Rare, but that was a while ago at this point." Squeak
Yeah.
said, "It did." Squeak said, "OMG." Squeak said, "Trying to get it to run on Vista." Squeak said, "'Twas the worst."
So he found this mod. Like, this dude made a mod or a patch or whatever. It literally, just like tiny thing that he had noticed that the game would slow down immensely whenever somebody went into, like, a town. So this one little change went and fixed all the slowdown in towns. And this guy had basically realized that whenever you go into a town...
Squeak said, "I see."
The game tries to render all the reflections in the windows properly.
Squeak said, "So the programming side of game making was something they just sucked at."
Yeah. They knew how to build worlds, they knew how to create storylines, but the coding, fucking garbage. This patch, well, the guy realized that what was happening, it was the literal windows of the buildings that were causing the lag, because the game would try to render, like, actual reflections when somebody would go into a town. And this took a lot of processing power, at least at the time it did. So, the thing is, like, most of the time, the details of these reflections are so minor, you don't notice them anyway. So this patch basically streamlined the process, depending on your settings, either replacing it with a reflective texture, or essentially downscaling the way it rendered the reflection. And yeah, just like immediately all that shit was resolved. They were trying to do this thing to get like essentially, you know, detail perfect on something that people weren't gonna notice anyway.
Squeakbeat said, reflective surfaces aren't worth terrible lag. Yeah.
So just shit like that, like, oh, this is a good idea, and people are going like, what's the problem? You literally can't tell what the problem is because it doesn't even matter enough to be able to see it. Crap like that.
Squeakbeat said, they tried to go for realism a little too much, it seems.
Yeah, basically.
Squeakbeat said, where I am like. Squeakbeat said, all the non-realistic things are the best parts. Squeakbeat said, I would love an open world game with louse art direction, so diverse and fun.
Kind of a waste, but hey, I'm alive. Oh, it's just me and one other dude. This is intense. Okay! That's win number 3 for the evening. Wow's art direction. Yeah.
Squeakbeat said, aye.
So, 4 games, 3 wins, 75% win average, still damn good. Shit, 3 wins in under an hour is fucking good.
Squeakbeat said, engine 12 well struck. Squeakbeat said, you're on fire. Squeakbeat said, watch your face.
Yes. It's alright. My stubble ain't long enough to worry about yet. But yeah, I think Breath of the Wild is the only like open world game I would like really be looking at trying to fuck around with right now. Or at least open world in that sense. You know, you have other games that are open world but not quite the same.
Squeaky said, I would be there to watch you play.
We'll get there eventually. I just wish, I wish there was some way to both have, like, the VR headset connected and, you know, broadcast it at the same time. Because, like, man, VR mode would be fucking fun with that, but... Just for the sense of having everything in 3D, you know? Well, like, 4D? I don't know what you want to call it. Full 3D? Whatever. Stereoscopic 3D. There we go.
Said, for a non-first-person game.
Yeah. They did it with Mario Odyssey. You aren't seeing it first person, but it lets you, you know, view it like in actual 3D, like depth perception.
I guess I always thought VR to be for first-person experiences. Squeaky said, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Said, oh. Squeaky said, so like. Squeaky said, play with toys almost.
What do you mean, play with toys?
Squeaky said, action figure toys. Squeaky said, like when you were a bit. Squeaky said, kid asterisk.
No, I mean, it's just playing the game, but being able to have actual, like, depth perception to it. You know, it gives you that sense of, you know, like, Super Mario Odyssey is a 3D platformer, right? Being able to judge your jumps that much more easily is something that I would 100% be there for.
Squeaky said, that's just how I imagine it, like being able to scope your entire surroundings and controlling only a small character in it.
Yeah, exactly. That was smooth. That was even more smooth. But I know Breath of the Wild has, like, people talk about how awesome the landscapes are, even though they're the simple, like, cel-shaded kind of style.
Squeaky said, and to me that's like, when you play with toys as a child, or I guess how I played them, like my whole room was a level.
Hammer Brothers. Okay. Oh, it's just me and the other dude. Cool. He's topping up on coins.
Squeakbee said, BRB needs a pitbull.
Okay. Go answer nature's call, B. No, I'm in trouble! That'll do for now. That'll do for now. Get wrecked, you bitches! I'm gonna kill this cocktail and I'm gonna grab a smoke. That's what I'm gonna do.
Squeakbee said, I return lighter than I was before.
Okay, I'm back. And apparently so are you, B. Ugh. So another interesting thing happened today. At one of my stops, there's this one cat. He looks like he could be Maddox's little brother. I would describe him as like a Sylvester cat. He's black and white. He's not fluffy the way Maddox is. He's kind of fluffy, but he has the like cheeks that like the fluff that hangs down, the little poof on the end of the tail.
Said tuxedo.
And he's always been really friendly whenever I come around. You know, I pet him a little bit, whatever. So I pull up to this house. Not even the one that he normally hangs around. I mean, like, I think he belongs to this one particular house. I don't know. He doesn't have a collar or anything. But, you know, most people don't put collars on their cats anyway. I mean, we do, because, you know, he's our boy. But I know most people don't. Anyway. He's tinier too, just smaller in stature, and he's not as built either. But cute cat and friendly, like, you know, come up and, you know, just like, hey, how's it going? And you pet him a little bit and he'll trot off. But it wasn't even like I was saying, the house that he's normally at. It was like the next one or two over. And I'm digging through the back of my van, trying to find a package. And then I see this shadow out of the corner of my eye, and it's him. And he comes over, and he's just like, hi. And he, like, looks at the back of my van. He stands up on his hind legs, and he looks at the back of my van. I'm like, hey, buddy, you need something? And he just, like, jumps in the back of my van, and, like, it's like, oh, hey, boxes. And he looks at him for a minute, and just, like, I'm going, okay. And then all of a sudden, all I can describe it as is like he snapped out of it and went like, what am I doing? But he didn't panic, he just went like, oh, and he got out of the van. And,
Squeak Bee said, presents for me.
Yeah.
Squeak Bee said, presents for me.
I can has box. Yeah, absolutely cute dingus. And, then, like, he gets out, he stops, and he looks up the street, and I, like, follow his gaze. He takes off, and there's another cat up there.
Said,
so he goes to chase off that other cat, and it's like, alright, whatever. But
said, when you see him again, tell him I love him.
Okay, will do. But yeah, cute cat, and it's like, man, I think he has a home, so I don't want to do anything, but with the way he's acting, I'm half tempted to just, like, you know, all right, buddy, we'll just close the van. You'll come. I've never had a cat. Like, you know, sometimes you have, like, somebody's dog will just be excited and, you know, cars, and they might want to jump in there. But I have never had a cat that wants to, like, climb in a vehicle before. Damn it.
Squeak Bee said, yeah, cats are usually overcautious. Squeak Bee said, if they aren't, they tend to not last long. Squeak said. Which breaks my heart.
Yeah, there have been a few cats I've run into where, like, they just come up to me like, hey, 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 and just super friendly. Yeah, there have been a couple where it's like, you're not wearing a collar. I know people don't do that, so I'm not gonna just up and take you, but tempting. One was a cute little marshmallow-looking cat, and like, I go up to start unloading packages, and this cat just trots up and just flops over on his side and looks at me like, "Pet me, yes, I'm here." And then there's this one house that either the cat belongs to them,
Ha ha ha.
either the cat belongs to them or one of their neighbors.
Said. Catitudes are my fave.
It's a fluffy, describe him as a creamsicle. Like the mostly creamy white with like orange highlights.
Squeak said. Toasted marshmallow.
No, not a toasted marshmallow. There are a few that I've seen that are toasted marshmallows. But this one was... it's...
Squeak said. That's what Tiki looks like.
This one, it isn't brown. It's definitely more orange. And, it's just like the color pattern I associate with a creamsicle or an orange Julius or something like that.
No, that's what I mean. Squeak said. A lightly toasted marshmallow.
But to me, that's more brown, not so much orange. I digress. Ooh, 7-4. Yeah, let's do that. I say as I panic and jump in the magma. I saw the pot of boo and went like, no, don't do that! Oh, it's gone. Okay, let's go. And I just didn't have enough momentum. Oh well. 3 times I've gone up to this house, and this cat sees me going up to the house, and it's like, oh boy! And like, comes running across the yard and follows me to the front door, and jumps up on the table, like, and give it some pets and whatnot, and then, you know, ring the doorbell.
Squeak said. A friend. Squeak said. Hey.
And there's one house, like most of the time if there's a house that doesn't have an address marker on it somewhere, it pisses me off. And to be fair, it still kind of does, because to me that's stupid, but... this house, I always remember. Its address is 21780. Because, it's like the second or third time I'm delivering there. It's near sunset. And,
Squeak said. Careful, man.
No, I'm just gonna give the number. I won't give anything else. Don't worry.
Said. With saying addresses online. Squeak said. Okay.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't dare give anything beyond that. Like, to me, that's anything beyond that is rude to the person, let alone, you know, how it might compromise me.
Squeakbait said, Postman/delivery confidentiality.
Yeah. That'll do. That won't do. Bad time. Okay. Anyway, so I'm like going up to the door, I'm dropping off the package, whatever, and I hear this noise of just kind of a rustling off to the side of the house, and I think like, well, you know, it's probably somebody's dog or whatever, which, no big deal. But it doesn't, like, something sounds off, you know what I mean? Just not normal. And, I'm like, alright, whatever. Deliver the package. Or as I'm standing there, I look over real quick and I don't see anything. So whatever, I finish, like, doing my thing, and knock knock, you know, and, as I'm walking away, I look back, and off to the side of the house, on the edge of their property, they have a gate to the backyard, a big, like, metal wrought iron gate, and there's a pig standing there.
Said, oh gosh. Squeakbait said, pigs make good pets, or so I hear.
They can.
Squeakbait said, not for me, but to each their own.
And my girlfriend has talked about how she would love to get a micro pig. It's one of the ones that's like the size of a small dog. You know, just like...
Squeakbait said, I would worry about their health TBH, but I haven't done enough research on them.
Their health? Why their health?
Squeakbait said, like there are teacup puppies that are going to die early.
Like me. Actually, no, I made it pretty far to the end, so that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I mean, it depends. Like, you have teacup size, but it isn't that tiny. Like, it's, you know, and if you have a dog breed that's
Squeak Bee said, animals bred to be that small usually seem to have lots of health concerns.
It depends. It really depends. Because the flip side is some of them can actually live longer. It's all how forced the breeding is.
Squeak Bee said, but yet I am not sure how it applies to pigs.
Well, I think it's the same general rule, like, you know. Are you isolating traits, you know, organically, so to speak, or are you forcing it with inbreeding? Because that's the big thing, is like, you know, you look at certain animals.
Squeak Bee said, that's true, yeah.
Like, to me, pugs are fun. I like pugs. And, you know, if I had a chance to adopt one, I might.
Said, is she still wanting another dog?
Eventually. I don't know if we're quite at that point yet. I know she really would love an English bulldog at some point. They are one of the ones who have, like, the worst issues with breathing. Because of, you know, how much their genetics have been forced. So she would not go out of her way to get one, but if there was the chance to adopt one, yeah, she'd do that. And to me, that's a good way to handle it, you know?
Said, yeah, they are super inbred.
And that's a good example of, to me,
said, most snub-nosed dogs seem to have that effect.
I mean, like, pit bulls aren't, like, totally snub-nosed, but they are one of the ones that I think really doesn't have that issue. But that's just because, you know, the shape of pitties was developed more organically. I mean, it's like, you know, do you take animals and you isolate the traits you want, or do you try and inbreed them?
Squeak Bee said, not I'm talking like super short noses.
Well, again, like, you know, pugs have that issue, and they have others too. Like, one of the things that I found out recently is pugs, because their eyes are just so fucking huge, if they have an accident, like some kind of trauma, anything as simple as, like, just accidentally slipping and running into a wall, they can actually knock their eye out of their socket.
Squeak Bee said, oh, don't get me started on pugs. Squeak Bee said, they are some of the worst.
I mean, fun little shit goblins, don't get me wrong. But, yeah.
Squeak Bee said, like purpose live reading and wheezing because it's cute.
again, there's a big difference between, like, you know, breeding because you want to get a certain trait and pairing off, like, animals that have that same, you know, pattern naturally versus, well, forcing it. You know, you inbreed, you get... It highlights all the negatives as well as the positives, and it's just... It's a bad time. Oh, you bastard. I didn't think it would turn the other way. I know they might turn the other way when they hit the same, like, level as you, but I didn't realize they would do it, you know, preemptively. Oh well.
Squeak B. Set. BRB again. Snack time.
Okay, B. Enjoy your noms. Why do I suck so much? Suddenly. Push my luck, yeah, push my luck.
Said. Snacks gotten.
Congrats on to Noms! This is about to get hairy. A little hairier than I wanted there. The fish! I was gonna say good enough, but no, not really.
Squeak Big said, worst time for a water level.
Well, that's the whole reason they put it at the very end of, you know, or in the middle of World 8-4. You know what would be funny? We'll just put a water level in the middle of a castle. Hey! It's another win! There's one street. There's one street out here. It's not in my area, and it's not in my driver's area, but I need to ask him about it.
Said, Wujiji.
Thank you, Beat. How many wins is that tonight at this point? Like 4 or 5?
Squeak Big said, 4.
I think you're right, I think it's 4. It's not a street that I've had to deal with, but when I delivered pizzas, this street was notorious. Because if you did not have every house on that fucking street memorized, bear in mind, this is before you had like phones with GPS, you know. When I was delivering pizzas, you went to a map, or you had a computer, where like you looked up where everything was, and then you had to like memorize it and go there. You didn't have anything to like guide you to the location, right? The street was notorious that you had to know every fucking house on that street, or you would just be there for ages. It's not that they didn't have, like, you know, the address numbers there. I mean, they weren't always obvious. But most of them had addresses somewhere in the house. No, the thing is, like, whoever plotted out that street was like, hey, you know how, like, when you're going down a street, like, all house numbers go up by, like, numbers of 10 or 5 or 4 or whatever? Wouldn't it be funny if they didn't do that? Wait, no. Wait, how about instead, you know how when you go down a street one way, all the numbers get bigger or they get larger? What if they didn't do that? Wouldn't that be funny? No, wait, you know what'd be really funny is, you know how most like streets, all the like odd numbers are on one side and all the even numbers are on the other? What if we didn't do that? Like, it's like they just threw dice at a map and went, you know, whatever number comes up, that's the number that the house is now.
Squeak Big said, Christ.
Yeah. You have odd numbers together, you have even numbers together, you have odds and evens together, some of them are smaller, some of them are bigger, and they don't even follow, there's literally no pattern. They're just all over the place. Always some dumb streets out here. even where I deliver, there's one intersection. Thankfully, I found this out early, because, like, the person didn't have their house number displayed, so I was, like, looking at the GPS and, like, looking at this and that, and somebody happened to be out front and was like, what house are you looking for? And I was like, well, it's this. And they go, oh, this street or that street? Because at this intersection, their numbering was the same. So it's like, one side of the street is 1234 Wilson, and the other side of the street is 1234 Jeffrey. And then on the other side of this intersection, it's like 549 Wilson, and then 549 Jeffrey. Before you ask, no, I'm not using the real street names or numbers. That was fast.
Squeakbig said, whoever decided make it list this has a vendetta for delivery folk.
Well, that one, thankfully, it's only that one intersection where it's dumb. You just, and you know, now we do have GPS, so it's not as big a deal. We got a water level coming up. There's one street near me, not on my route, but back when I was delivering pizzas. Fuck. Just run! Run, bitch! Run! Back when I was delivering pizzas, I was going to this area I wasn't familiar with yet. And there's this street called, like, Cornstalk, right? Again, I'm mixing up names, right? So don't sweat that. And there's a street that comes off of it named let's just call it Sunflower, right? And, oh, I want to get the Bowser. That'll do. Bit of a wasted 20 coins, but poop on my opponent, whatever. Hey! It worked! What did I say it was? Cornstalk and sunflower, something like that. So I'm on Cornstalk, and I'm looking for, like, Sunflower Street, and I know that it intersects.
Squeakbig said, sorry, had to go AFK for a sec there.
No, that's fine. So I'm on, like, let's call it Cornstalk, and I know that it intersects Sunflower, and it's like, well, you know, so I'm going here and I'm going to turn on the other. Not a big deal. but it's dark and it's foggy, so I'm like, you know, plodding along trying to find this. And I end up accidentally passing it. But I don't realize this. So I'm going down Cornstalk, looking for Sunflower. And then all of a sudden I hit a T intersection, a dead end, to turn onto Cornstalk Street, and it's like, but I'm already on Cornstalk. What the fuck? It was like I was in the fucking Twilight Zone. Well, it turns out you have the one like T intersection between Cornstalk and Sunflower, but at the end of Cornstalk, the street curves, and it officially becomes Sunflower at that curve. So the street literally changes from one street to the other after this turn. So by going down the end of one, I ended up going onto the other, and then ending back up on the street that I was originally on.
Said, oh, we have roads like that.
Oh, that's not gonna get annoying at all.
Squeak Bee said, freaking good listen if you don't know what's up.
Yeah. And especially being like late at night and like thick fog and everything, I'm going like, what fucking like twisted like warp zone shit did I just go through? Like, I don't understand what's happening. Of course, later it was just like, oh, okay, this is just like dumb planning, but whatever. 1-4. Cool. I was gonna use the Koopa Shell to like bulldoze a path and, you know, get down there and up my time. But hey, I didn't need to do that. I ended with almost 300 seconds and 500 some coins. Jesus.
Squeak Bee said, whoa. Squeak Bee said, 5th of the night. Squeak Bee said, you are crushing it.
Yes.
Squeak Bee said, watch your ankles.
You know, at this point, like, I'm gonna be so fucking sad when Nintendo takes this away. RX was like, you know, man, I want you to be like Mario's version of Ninja. I'm going, well, you know, besides him being an asshole, how about, yeah, let's remove that part. That'll be kind of cool. Not gonna lie.
Squeak Bee said, fuck that.
Fuck what? What in the butt?
Squeak Bee said, he can he the Fortnite version of you. Squeak Bee
Yes, thank you,
said,
B.
only more cushier.
You know, for a while I was like, I don't really know the guy, I haven't really watched his stuff, I don't really care for him, but, I can't have an opinion. And then, like, this is before he, you know, signed up with the exclusivity contract for Mixer and all this. When who was it that was releasing their console of pirated games? Soldier Boy. Apparently he was friends with Soldier Boy, and Soldier Boy's like, man, be taking to court this bullshit, dude. Ninja was like, man, no, you got this. You know it's all good. Like, you know, do what you do and stay smart. And I'm like, man, if Ninja thinks that like selling pirated shit is smart, nah, he's just a turd. I don't even necessarily think it was, like, dirty that he signed that contract with Mixer. Because, you know, like, yeah, he's kind of turned his back on, you know, what got him his following, but you know, it's, for him at that point, it's a business. It's a big business, so you gotta follow that money, right?
His theme with not playing with girls because he doesn't want his girl Byron to get jealous made me like, uneasy face.
Yeah, except when Lady Gaga was like, you know, hey, I started playing, you know, video games, and man, congrats to gamers. Like, I don't know how you can, like, do this and still function, because I just want to, like, you know, do this all night and fucking not give a shit. And then he jumped onto her Twitter and was like, hey, you know, if you ever want to play Fortnite, I can show you how. And other than just sounding like really like sleazy and like mansplaining type shit, you know, it was also this level of like, okay, so now you don't mind that, you know, somebody with a vagina is gonna play with you.
Said he is trying to repeat what would happen with Drake.
Yeah, well,
said because that's his claim to fame.
Absolutely, absolutely, and, you know, I get that, but the thing is, you know, if you say this is a rule, no exceptions, and then you make an exception, it makes you look cheap, it makes you look scummy.
Squeakbee said, where your true motives lie.
You know, I can't say for certain, but I can almost guarantee.
Said, as in using her to get yourself popular.
As if he wasn't already. Like, that's one of the things that, like, damn it. That's one of the things that gets me, is like, he's already a big deal, but then he wants to go and push that point even further. But I think the funniest thing, though, is like, you know, he makes this comment, she actually responded to him and went, who the fuck are you?
Squeakbee said, his ego is out of control. I can't stand people with overinflated egos.
No. And, there's something else I was gonna get at, but I just got caught up in that moment and fucking lost it. Sorry, my dumb. I'd be willing to bet, you know, the whole reason he doesn't want to play with girls is not a masculinity thing. It's not his wife or his girlfriend or significant other thing. I don't know what his, you know, relationship standing is. I don't care. It's the threat of, you know, oh well, I'll end up playing with a girl who's good and she'll be funny, but she has boobs, so she'll get more views than me and end up surpassing me. He doesn't want to play with somebody who will end up being, you know, someone who could overtake him and
Squeakbig said, small wiener mentality.
I like that, yes. But because Lady Gaga is new to gaming, and she's already a celebrity, she can't gain off of him. The only thing that can happen is the other way around, where he gains off of her. So then he's totally fine with that. But again, that's just a theory. Those springboards are awful.
Squeakbig said, TBH, it sounds plausible, with how a lot of Twitch streamers have their pets.
Yeah. And honestly, like, I mean, I've brought it up before. If somebody's gonna watch...
said, telling girls to wear bras. Squeakbig said, like get fucked.
If somebody's gonna watch a titty streamer, either there's somebody who's, you know, trying to get by with a legal way of, you know, watching something sexual for their age. Or they're one of these douchebags that's like, you know, hoping that if they talk to her and donate and whatnot, they might have a chance of getting some action. It's like, no. It's like the fucker who tips a bartender a whole shitload and, you know, thinks that that'll get her to go home with him. It's like, yeah, you tipped well. That's not...
Squeakbig said, hey, stupid, money is still money, I guess.
It is, but my point is, the fuckers like watching titty streamers are not gonna watch regular gamers anyway. You know, this is like getting angry at like the Chinese restaurant that moves in next to the burger joint. Like, if somebody doesn't like burgers, or if they're in the mood for Chinese, that's not going to affect your bottom line. You know, two different types of restaurants next to each other do not interfere with each other. It's literally only if you have two of the same kind that you have true competition. You have a Burger King and a Taco Bell literally next door. What are you in the mood for? That's where you're going to eat. Unless somebody literally just has, like, crappy food, you know, it's not going to be, oh, this is undermining my business. It's just whatever somebody wants at that point. And if you do have shitty food, that's your problem. It's not your opposition's problem. Opposition in air quotes. But yeah, as time went on, Ninja just became more and more vile. I don't want to say hateful, but... man, the kind of stuff he was just putting out was... it was, it was vinegar, I guess. Like, it was just really harsh and angry and dumb. And, that shit ain't cool. Damn it. I think half the reason, you know, people watch him now is because he is popular. You have the, I don't know what you call it, not quite bandwagon, more like a snowball effect. As people become more popular, they just continue to attract others to them. Why do I keep fucking up? You okay, Bean? Did you peace out? You still there? You suddenly became very quiet. Not that I'm just concerned.
Squeakbeak said, "No, I am here." Squeakbeak said, "Sorry."
Oh, no reason to apologize. Like I said, I was just a little concerned, that's all.
Squeakbeak said, "Just ran into a password issue."
Honestly, it makes me a little bit sad that you can't take out bullet bills with Koopa shells. smooth. Fuck you all. Okay. Damn it. I don't know. There was something I was watching, reading at some point, whatever it was, saying we need more white hat heroes. Basically addressing the fact that so many heroes are either anti-heroes because they're like, you know, so edgy you can shave with them, or you know, broken heroes that are, you know, tragic backstory, this and that, and like, don't get me wrong, like that kind of shit gives somebody character. But the kind of you know, what somebody would call a white hat hero. Just like, the guy was a straight up good dude. Or dudette. Well, you know, unfortunately they tend to also be like, a little bit stiff, like Superman or Captain America. Like, a lot of things just fall into place for whatever reason. Yeah, fuck that.
Squeak B said, Boy Scouts.
Well, I mean, like, saying Boy Scouts is fine. The thing is, they tend to kind of just be overpowered, or things just turn to their favor for some reason. You know, you know, throw out somebody who like, has that undying sense of, like, true morality, but it isn't just, you know... the character who's overpowered or manages to just, you know, squeeze out a win every time for no reason. Give them an actual strength that is meaningful beyond, you know, well, invincibility or super strength or whatever. And I mean, like, I know that there's a thing in fiction with that, you know, you want it to be entertaining, and I can get that. But as far as, like... as far as IRL personalities go... we need somebody who's more like Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers, but in a way that's more than just chill, you know? they're both people that everybody goes like, yeah, they're so wholesome, and that's good, but they're also something that, you know, unless somebody's in the mood for it, they're kind of boring, and I hate saying that to a certain extent, but it's true. There needs to be somebody with that kind of air and attitude, or I guess people should be trying to reach that kind of air and attitude more often, doing things in video games or sports or I don't even know what, but there just needs to be like something more down to earth and less of the cocky like alpha mentality, because it doesn't just get old, it gets destructive. It's one of those things where, you know, like, everybody goes, yeah, you know, it's...
Squeakbee said, the 360 no-scope lead skills attitude.
Yeah. I forget what article it was I was reading, but they were basically saying, like, you ever notice how, like, everybody loves in TV shows the character who's the snarky asshole, but when you actually have to deal with the snarky asshole in real life, they're literally the snarky asshole that nobody wants to deal with?
Squeakbee said, yeah, I noticed that too. Squeakbee said, jerks make INTRS main characters but terrible friends.
Yeah. And I realize there's a hard goal to pass there with, you know, media. Because you want to keep people interesting and entertaining. I mean, like, I think the only character that really, like, walks that line well for me is Deadpool. Because he doesn't give a fuck until he does. But there's still a lot of that, you know, he's kind of a dick.
Said, here.
It would be nice to see somebody who's, like, you know, has the, well, like you said, Boy Scout attitude, but isn't bland. But again, like, that's media, like, it's meant to be entertaining, right? The thing is, you have so many people, personalities, whether it be streamers or celebrities or whatever, that try to embody that attitude IRL. And you know, people look at that and go, ah ha ha, funny. Makes me
said, well, like he picks who he is nice to, and the people he nice to are never people he can get from anyone. Just their real kinship is important to him. Squeakby said, like the blind women.
yeah. But I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of personalities, or at least it seems to me, that there's a lot of personalities that they
said, wow, that made like Squeakby said, no sense.
The way it reads out is really
said,
nah.
Sorry. Squeakby said, it's late and my brain is blue.
And your arms are noodles. That's an Invader Zim reference, by the way. Arms, noodles, brain, poop. Oh no, I missed the mushy.
Said, pretty much.
I really need to pee, by the way. So I'm working under pressure. Ah, damn it. But yeah, I think what I'm getting at basically is just like there needs to be something that has more of the wholesome attitude without being boring. Not that like Bob Ross is boring, but he is just super chill to the point of being, well, you know, there's a reason people listen to him with like headphones to go to sleep, right?
Squeakby said, I would say there are few YouTubers like that.
Well, yeah, and that's my point, like to me this is something that has to be more of a thing.
Squeakby said, Aaron Hansen, Jack.79, both these guys are not everyone cup of tea, but they are legit good people.
They are, but I don't know. I was laughing a little bit when what was it? Aaron and Dan were basically saying like, "All right, guys."
Said, but I get what you mean. Squeakby said, more of them, please. Squeakby said, Less of the Paul brothers.
Yeah. Damn it. Ah, I thought I could just hunker under it. I wasted too much time. Start spending those coins. Alright, Pete. I'll be right back. Winners get to Pete.
Squeak big. Said. Aye. Squeak big. Said. 6th win. Sassy Cassie 25. Said. Good game. And 6th WTG.
Oh, okay, I'm back. Whew. Hello, Sassy Cassie. How's it going? And yes, 6th win in 2 hours. I should really stop and go to sleep. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to play one more match. I'm going to kill my drink. I'm going to grab a smoke. I'm going to keep going. Because I'm a fucking madman. But no, it got me like laughing a little bit. One of the like somewhat recent Game Grumps episodes, Aaron and Dan were talking about like, yeah, it makes us a little bit comfortable. Like we understand, like you do your thing, but it makes us a little bit comfortable when you like write fan fiction about us.
Squeak big. Said. Irresponsibility is overrated.
And I'm going, man, with how much they joke about being gay, I don't see what they're expecting.
Squeak big. Said. Ugh.
We're not being gay, but being lovers. Being involved somehow, you know.
Squeak big. Said. This was a huge thing with Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. Folks were shipping them so bad that it impacted their real beingship.
That sucks, and I'm sorry for them, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, everybody has their fantasies. You're always gonna get
Squeak big. Said. Well, the joke and folks taking that joke and making it real to themselves is crossing the line.
I don't know.
Squeak big. Said. Don't ship real people.
It's always gonna happen though, because everybody's gonna have their fantasies.
Squeak Bee said, it is. Squeak Bee said, Bud Light. Squeak Bee said, folks aren't keeping it to themselves.
Well, no, but I mean, that's how people enjoy that shit, right? Is they draw art of it, or they write fanfics about it, or whatever. I don't know.
Squeak Bee said, there are folks who are so delusional and push these fantasies onto the cuddle people. Squeak Bee said, and famous people still are allowed to have bound draws.
I mean, okay, and that's the other thing, don't get me wrong, like, somebody wants to have their fantasies, they want to write fan fiction, whatever. I don't care. But trying to, like, push it and make it a thing somehow is a different story, and that is not okay. And, you know, I mean, I also take things, you know, if we're going to look at everything, if we're going
to... said, yeah, that's what people do.
If we're, I mean, if we're going to be, like, completely honest, you know, I'm, you know, a little more, fuck, no! Okay, alright, we'll make do. I'm a little more, sexually open than most. So, you know, for me, it's just like, you know, I see something like that, if it applied to me and whatever, it'd be like, okay, cool story, bro. Like, I would look at it and go like, okay, that's a little weird or funny, but it's not a thing. I don't have to read it, whatever.
Squeak Bee said, are you? Haven't noticed.
Yeah, right. But because of that, I guess, mindset, it probably doesn't bother me as much as it does most people.
Said, yeah, I don't know. There are some folks who are fine with it and don't let it affect their lives.
Again, to me, it's like, you know...
Said, but there are some folks who very much are, and I think they still deserve to be heard.
Yeah, I don't know, it's a weird thing. Like I said, for me, you know, it's like... You want to write something about me? Fine. Have your...
Said, you can't board sweep this shit and take it case by case, but most don't.
I'm not familiar with that term board sweep, I'm sorry.
Squeakbee said. Broad asterisk.
Okay. Well, again, to me, it's like if it's something I don't like, it doesn't matter. You know, it's fiction, and I don't have to read it. Whatever. Damn it! But that's my perspective. I realize that, you know, not everybody thinks that way. And I can kind of see how, you know, some of this stuff would bother some people. I don't know. It's... I guess one of those things that's just kind of hard for me to grasp because I'm not quite in the same headspace. I don't know. Oh, this level. Okay, okay. Well, I definitely wasn't in that headspace. I mean, I hit level 180, but... I don't know. I'm sorry if some of my my musings here are getting troublesome or somewhat I wouldn't say offensive, but questionable.
Squeakbee said, "Hey, it's okay if you don't get it. You don't really need to. But to acknowledge that not everyone feels the same way is what most are asking for."
Chin. Isn't that Japanese for penis? Whatever. I'm gonna grab a smoke. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Squeakby said, TBH, I can't say I know how Aaron and Dan feel either, since this never happened to me. I can say though that I wouldn't be into it either. Squeakby said, I haven't seen this episode, but did they go into why they feel uncomfortable about it? Squeakby said, I'm sorry if I said anything that made you feel bad.
Oh, Chin won it. No, I can say how I feel having me. I can't say I wouldn't be into it either. I haven't seen this episode, but what were they playing? What were they playing? Fuck. I know they've been doing a lot of Danganronpa, but I've been watching that because I'm not into that series. I don't know. I'll need to look at their backlog. I can tell you what episode it was. And no, you didn't say anything. I just was gonna get a refill. I saw the time and I went, you know, if I'm gonna get a smoke, and
said, me neither, not into visual novels much, so I was happy they were checking it out instead. Squeakby said, don't stress about it, I will probably stumble into it eventually.
I mean, I think I've said it before, I'm not like a huge Game Grumps fan. I may have even been one of their like compilations where they're reacting to, you know, their past videos. I don't really watch them unless there's something that just looks excessively goofy or a game that I'm particularly into. I'm a little sad they bailed on Hollow Knight. Like, damn it. But at the same time, I get it. Like, the game starts off really slow. No! Double no. The game starts off really slow, and it's hard to tell, like, what the fuck you're doing until you get to footing.
Set. Squeak B. Said. But I guess it wasn't providing them with content.
I almost wish they would have, like... This is gonna sound goofy. I wish they would have had somebody else play it for them to the point where it starts to, like, gain momentum. And then, picked up from there. Because I think that would have worked, but whatever.
Squeak B. Said. I am trying out Opera's new gamer browser. Squeak B. Said. And I love it a lot so far.
Opera? Huh, I didn't know they had anything for that. What makes it a gamer browser? Also, have you heard about the KFC console? I guess KFC paired up with Cooler Master to make something. Like, I'm so fucking confused on what this bullshit is, but at the same time, intrigued.
Squeak B. Said. Yeah, it's new. Squeak B. Said. Well, it has a lot of optimizing options, like you can control how much RAM is being used by the grower so it doesn't interfere with the game you are playing.
Oh, that's cool. Three, two, yes.
Squeak B. Said. It has the extensions that I use already built in.
Oh, that's nice.
Squeak B. Said. And it has a forced dark mode option.
Yeah, that's nice.
Said. It makes it so all sites you visit are forced into dark mode. Squeak big. Said. And I need that.
Funny, back when, you know, when Windows XP was still, like, the gold standard. I had this weird theme that I got my hands on that I slightly modified. Changed all the window colors and text and all sorts of bullshit. And, basically had my entire PC operate dark mode.
Squeak big. Said. It links up with Discord, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, so I can just go through the browsers to use those sites.
And somebody I know at the time was like, yeah, you know, that's nice. It makes it so much easier to read. Like, you know, you must really like it because it's easier on the eyes. And I was like, no, I just like it because it looks cool. Can you be an emo hipster?
Squeak big. Said. Once dark mode became popular, my headaches went down so much. Squeak big. Said. For me it's both. Looks cool and my eyes aren't crying.
Well, I mean, like, that's what it, you know, ended up being in the end, but it was just kind of funny because it's like, you know, well, especially in this situation, it's almost like, you know, yeah, man, I was dark and edgy before it was cool. Like, fuck that up. Oh well. Bye-bye! But yeah, as far as Game Grumps go, it's actually a lot more. A bigger fan of just the Grumps, their like live action stuff. Their dumb bullshit than I was any of the traditional Game Grumps media. But of course, that has all been put on hold since the what do they call it? The Backstreet Boys tour.
Squeak big. Said. Yeah, that's fun. Squeak big. Said. Them taking on a GMM format.
So many Hammer Brothers! They're just Hammer Brothers, they're Hammer fucking quintuplets. Murder mode, engage! Bonk. Sassy Cass, if you're still there, how's things been going with you? Seven four. Where am I going? I think I should be going down, but yeah, no, I fucked up. I should have gone down first. All right, that's fine. We'll make it this time, probably.
Sassy Cass 25 said, "Good. How are you?"
Not bad, all things considered. Been a weird day. Ah, fuck. Before work even started, I saw some apartment buildings burning down. Woo! Saw an incident where a guy tried to off himself by jumping off a freeway overpass.
Sassy Cassie 25 said, GG and oh my. Sassy Cassie 25 said, that's insane.
They severely fucked up my my shipping order today.
GG.
Thank you, B and Cassie. Literally, as I completed my last delivery for the day, I get a call from headquarters going like, "Hey man, is everything okay? It's like 10:30 at night, and you still have like 20 packages to deliver." And I go, "It's fine. I don't. I have 4 packages that I cannot deliver because I either don't have all the information or I need somebody to sign for them, and it's late, so they're not there. Everything else, I never got them. I couldn't deliver them because I never got them. Somebody fucked up my shipping manifest." And after some talking, they were like, no, you're good. You're good, don't worry about it. Just, you know, get home and clock out. Alright, fine. Today was a clusterfuck. Considering how sideways everything went, I think I did pretty damn good, but... yeah, it was a fucking mess.
Sassy Cassie 25 said, you seem like a strong person.
Oh, thank you. Wondering why you say that, but thank you.
Sassy Cassie 25 said, UAHD a bad day, everything was against you. But you didn't quit or give up, you kept on going.
Well, I mean, like...
said, okay, I think I need to clock out. Have a good night, dude. And you too, Cassie.
Alright, B, get yourself some rest. Hope you're doing alright. Hope you're feeling better soon. I don't know if, like, I call it tugboat theory. Another phrase is, like, staying power, I guess. I don't know, but, you know, with each turn of the drill, you make more progress. It's, I think it was actually last night. I was talking about how, you know, there've been a couple of customers where I show up late to, late. I mean, you know, as soon as I can, but it is late at night, like 8, 9, 10 o'clock. And they happen to be up, and, you know, I give them the package, and they go, dang, how late do you work? And I say, you know, I mean, I'm a little more, like, downplayed, but it's like, you know, how late do you work? Until it's done! And, whole, you know, Doomslayer, rip and tear until it is done. Well, for Alex, it's, you know, scan and deliver until it is done. But it's just, you know... Damn it. Okay, just run. Just run. It might suck, it might, you know, slow down, but you keep trudging on. You just get through it. I mean, especially now, people need supplies. People need, you know, things for their kids, or things for Christmas, or whatever. Like, the mail must flow. Saying it can wait till tomorrow isn't an option, you know? Like, oh damn it. Well, that was kind of lucky for me. Back up, Bowser.
Sassy Cassie 25
Thank you.
said, that makes sense actually.
Oh no! Okay, okay. Just wait, and then grab it, and then go.
Said, nice move.
Thank you! Fuck that one up. Whatever. Again, just go. Okay, now use the roulette. Could be better, could be worse. So many Bowsers! Jesus! Alright. better. 8-3. Oh, 8-3. Fucking Garbo level. Alright. No!
Sassy Cassie 25 said, "You're good."
Thank you. Damn it. Hey! We didn't even hit red time this... We didn't even hit red time this time around. Jesus. Was not expecting to pull that off. Thank you. Thank you.
GG.
I think I'm actually getting kind of brutal at this game, and I like it. 6 wins or 7 wins in 3 hours is still like a little over 2 wins every hour. That's if we're doing time based, like a little over 50%.
Sassy Cassie 25 said, "BRB kiddos whining maybe 8 LOL."
Do your thing. Hope it goes well. No! Fuck. Star, you still there? Star? Nope. Star's gone. Shit. That's the worst. Sneezing you can't see. Oh, this is gonna be a cluster, but yeah, let's go. 1 Koopa, that's alright. I can deal with one nincompoop. Yeah, I'm wasting time, my bad. Whatever. Damn it. Ugh. Nice to take out the munchies and use them, but hey, whatever. I didn't die. I only had to spend 20 coins. I made it through, and I got a Bowser. So nice. Why is my hair so dumb? I don't know. Bye, Bowser. Aha, ha, okay. No! That little fucker sacrificed himself to launch me into the pit. The most noble Goomba. Frustrating. Thoroughly frustrating. Again, I don't think it will ever be funny to me to see an opponent die to a random attack. Back to 1-1, I guess. Got nothing better to do. Fucking whatever. Putting in now. Three, 1, 2, 1, 1. I want to do 1, 3 for a change up, but 1, 1 is the safer bet. More coins! More coins! Gonna make that money! Gotta get that bread. As the phrase now goes, man, that really speaks to the economy, doesn't it? Used to be bacon, now it's bread. So drunk, everything feels itchy, and I'm seeing stars. Oh, hey, look, there's one. A little bit of a long wait on that pun, but paid off in the end, I hope. One, 4, and we good. We still good? We still good. Oh, bastards! Double stack Goombas! No bueno! Double no bueno! Good enough for now, I guess. Okay, not bad. That kind of sucked, but all right. I'm not. I am not. Now I'm dead. Fuck. What's our time? 3 in the morning. And 3:15 on stream. Okay. Come on now. Ugh. I'm only gonna do a couple more rounds, but hopefully the bracers of power will pull me through. Because I'm a fucking wreck at this point.
Sassy Cassie 25 said, "The cutest thing just happened."
Sorry, Cassie, please enlighten me.
Sassy Cassie 25 said, "I said to my nonverbal daughter, I got a question for you, and I really think she just come out with what's that."
Oh, like, what's the question?
Sassy Cassie 25 said, "Yes. Are you okay? You seem upset."
No, I'm not upset. Pardon me. I'm not upset. I'm just suddenly the Oh goodness. Hold on. Just one moment, sorry. No, not upset. I got hit with a sudden wave of fatigue and intoxication. And the two of them together, well, they made me kind of lethargic. And,
Sassy Cassie 25 said, "Uh-oh."
I have a bad case of what some people call resting asshole face. Sometimes I can look angry when I'm focusing or when I'm tired. But believe you me, I am not. I'm a little burned out. Been a long day. You know, it was almost 11 hours. I only had like 4 hours of sleep last night.
Said, I was only saying it because I am curious and I care.
No, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. I've had certain points where, you know, I'm hanging out with friends and they're like, hey man, you alright? I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. You seem angry. No, I'm not angry. I'm just, like, I had a moment where I'm focused. If I'm like completely sober, well rested, like normal, and if I get angry or panicked, I don't freak out like most people. I enter what I have called robot mode, where I just like go completely stone-faced and neutral, and yeah, it's weird, but the same sort of thing can happen if I'm tired. I'm alright. I'm okay. I'm just... It's been a long day. So, you know, pardon how I may come across. I'm good. I'm just... Soon here I'm gonna kill my drink, I'm gonna wrap things up, I'm gonna get something to eat, and I'm gonna go to bed. And, yeah, hopefully it's a lot sooner than 6 a.m. because that
Sassy
was,
Cassie 25 said, a long month baby LOL.
Yeah. Yeah, no joke.
Sassy Cassie 25 said, it's 6:19 here.
Bad time. I'm sorry. Weird time. Literally. Up here we have a Del Taco, and it used to be that Del Taco was notorious for being open 24-hour. After... I don't remember what it was, 10 p.m., midnight, something like that. Graveyard shift starts, and the dining room isn't open. It's drive-through only, but you could always get food there. And you know, not like it's a big deal. Oh, fucking cheap sheeps! Come on! For me, work wrapped up around like 10:30, somewhere around there. I needed food. So I was like, you know, I'll go to Del Taco. I know that Del Taco's open. And I get there, and they're like, you know, hey, sorry, we're closed for the day. I'm going, oh, okay. So I head up the street back to the main intersection. And we got a Taco Bell there. Whatever. Used to be Taco Bell closed at like 9, maybe 10 p.m. Oh, look bad. Wait. Good enough. But here it is, we're approaching 11 p.m. and Taco Bell is still open. I'm going, really? I mean, you know, I'm not going to get angry about it, but really? So this is one of these little things that just feels like so backwards. Like, you know, the one place that's supposed to be open 24 hours isn't open 24 hour, and the other one that, like, closes down at 10 p.m. is still operating. I can get food there. I go, man, 2020 is getting weird. It just went from, like, you know, destroy the world to, fuck shit up. Like, go home 2020, you're drunk.
Sassy25 said, right. OMG LOL.
I mean, here it is, like, everything's just been, like, awful, and everybody's scared, and now it's just, like, turning into a joke, like, man, things are getting weird. Not that I mind, like, I'd much rather have that over, you know, awful garbage any day, but it's just kind of funny. That was close. Somebody wants to play with their seafood. Okay. No, no, no. Oh, that was close.
Sassy Cassie 25 said, I seen something on Facebook. First person says 2018, 2019, 2021 asterisk, second person asterisk, you missed 20. First person says no, we don't talk about that one.
This is the one we don't speak of. I forget who it was. There's this artist who's like, you know, starting with 2016, it's like, oh, this year was shit, you know. But next year, and then next year gets a tap on the shoulder, and they've got like a scar over one eye, and they're like, no, buddy, I'm sorry. Like, you had it better. It's like, oh, well, next year, and then like, next year, 2018, gives them a tap on the shoulder, and they say, no, 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 you had it better. And he's got like an eye patch, and like a shaved head, and this continues until you have 2020. and you just see a big shadow behind the previous year, like, hey, buddy, you, I'm running out of time. I got too busy talking.
Sassy25 said, "Did you see the god talking to the ears thing on FB?"
No, I'm not familiar with that one. Of course, the star. This is a fucking absolute waste in this case. And need to level all sparkly, yay. Okay, that's a bit better, but it still sucks. I mean, like, everything sucks here, but... And with that, I'm calling it a night. I need to get myself some sleep. The bracers of power paid off again, apparently. But yeah, I'm really drunk. And it's 3:30 in the morning. Tomorrow's gonna suck. I need to at least get some rest, considering I didn't last night. So I hope it was fun. I don't know how things will go in the near future. Everything is weird. But, I had fun. I had fun, and this was a good way to end the day. I hope you did too. And, Sassy Cassie
25 said, "Have a good night." I did too.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, sorry for being, out of it. I'm just... I'm like 10 sheets to the wind between the drink and the exhaustion. But either way, whatever happens, I'll be back soon and probably playing a lot more of this because, get this in before it disappears. Excuse me. Good night.